The dark side of being a content creator that no one actually tells you about. Hey, Jason here. If you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go through Johannesburg, showing you how beautiful of a city this is, man. And hopefully by seeing my travels here, I've been helping you dispel these myths of Johannesburg is dangerous. It's a place that people shouldn't go. This is a place that should be a world tourism hub, guys. Like, just please hear me on that. And most importantly, you've been seeing me talk about success, what it is and how to get it in the 3 areas of life that I focus on, which are happiness, health, and wealth. Now, if you're new to the channel, you're probably like, Jason, okay, I know what it means to be successful. However, I use the definition by Earl Nightingale, which he says success is the progressive realization of a worthy idea. And up to this day, nothing has defined that word better than those 4 words. Progressive realization, worthy idea. Those are so strong. And as I've been looking through all of the successful moments in my life, it's always progressive, and it's me realizing that worthy ideal of what I wanted. So I really hope you can embrace that definition and go into it. Now, let's get into today's content for us. What is the dark sides of being a content creator? These are the things that a lot of people may not talk to you about. You know, a lot of people focus on, yeah, you can make money, you can do this, you can do that. However, if you're not disciplined as a content creator, you can get yourself in a world of trouble, especially if you go all in like most people do. And that's how most of the successful ones did. They quit their jobs, done everything, said, I'm going all in. I'm either travel, be a travel vlogger, I'm going to do content around finance, or I'm going to live in my van or show you nomadic living. All of those things are different ways of extreme people all in on content creation. It's not the way that I teach people and that I help people out, especially people that are working with me. And the reason being is you need to learn how to manage yourself online. Like, if people see me face to face, people know there's just common courtesy, you be nice. Like, people are not going to just be rude or be a jerk. However, online, people feel like they can just keep it real. And this is where you see people where they're like being rude in comments, just calling you all sorts of names, things that would get them hurt or something worse happening in real life. And they can do that online. And so you, as becoming a content creator, you need to learn how to approach those. You can't just be going in on people all the time. You can't just go out of your character also. So you want to be able to learn how to effectively communicate to those type of people, and also know when your boundaries have been disrespected and you block them. Now, what I mean by block them, that means they can never see any of your content ever again unless you unblock them. And the way I do it, when I block someone, you're banned for life. I will never unblock you. If you hit me up on another platform, hey, you blocked me on such and such, I'm gonna block you there too. Once you cross my boundary of respect online, I will block you. I don't care what you're dealing with. I don't care who you are. I don't even care if you're friends and family. I will block you. Like, I'm very, very particular on that. And that goes right into the second thing is, like, you need to have a boundary. You need to have a limit of a level of respect that you need to have a level of respect that you expect from people all the time online. And the best way to create that level of respect is by giving it to others. So that's why, like, when people see me in person, they're like, wow, you're a lot quieter, shyer than you are. It's like I'm a nice, respectful person, but I am an introvert. And so when people see me in person, they're like, man, you really are a nice guy. You're a cool person. And yes, I am. Like, that's who I am as my character. However, if someone comes up to me cursing, speaking all kinds of ways to me, or saying derogatory things towards other people, individuals, I don't deal with those people. So I don't deal with those type of people in my life. Like, so because I don't deal with those type of people in my life, I don't deal with those type of people on my social media. I am proud of every block that I put on there, because that means that's a level of respect that I have for myself. And also, like, as I'm building my own community, I don't want disrespectful people in there. People coming in there just saying things that's rude. Those are the type of people that become scammers. Like, those are the people you don't want to deal with in life. And that's what I'm really trying to let people see through my travels is, it's not a such thing as, man, that would mess up my lighting. There's not a such thing as dangerous places or safe places. Like, there's no utopian society anywhere. Like, there's always a mix of good and bad people. However, when you attune yourself to only wanting to see the good people in this world, you will start missing out on all the bad people. Like when I tell you, I'll go through Johannesburg, I've been all over this place, I film in here, I walk around for exercise. I meet great people every day. Like I was messing with a young lady at neighborhood market today because her nails was like this long or something, man. And I told her, I'm like, yo, man, how are you working with those nails? She's like, the price of beauty. And I was like, I ain't even mad at you. You're doing a great job. But like, those are the type of people that I'm meeting on a daily basis. People like that. People like Dina, who owns a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu here. People like Cobus Viking, who's doing professional development. Van Studios, that's doing marketing and teaching it to people. Those are the type of people I'm meeting because that's the energy I'm putting out. But it didn't just start out, Jason was putting out this positive energy. It first started out, I created a boundary, a boundary or standards for myself on how I wanted to be treated in this world and how I want to treat people in this world. Once I start those boundaries and standards, it was like putting the Great Wall of China up. It was one brick at a time, one brick at a time. Sometimes I messed up and a couple of bricks would crumble, but you know what? I would just put more bricks on it. I never gave up. So start building your standard now. Now, the third thing, and this is the last one, and I'm just going to share with you these three for the day. The third one is you must practice discernment. Like I'm telling you, once you start getting into this influencer world, you have to be careful, man. And this is where a lot of YouTubers are messing up. People who are doing content creation for YouTube. You have to not only have discernment on how much of your personal life you allow people to see, you have to have discernment on your opinions about certain topics, especially like here's the three topics I tell people to just stay away from. Stay away from politics, stay away from any socio-economic issues, and stay away from religion. Like people don't need to know your opinions on those unless you're giving information or helping those communities. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people just want to talk to just talk and nobody gives a damn. And I don't mean it in a bad way. Even with me, like you don't see me voice too much of my opinion on a lot of things except like, okay, I like this place over this place based off my personal experience. But you don't hear me talking about religion. I don't even voice my religious viewpoints. You don't hear me talking about governments, politics. You don't hear me talking about the electricity issue here where like, oh, this is bad. Like I don't put energy into those things. Like I practice discernment on there. And the reason being is you don't want to put yourself in a position where it's a form of marketing. A lot of people use it in a form of marketing, however, they don't teach it well. And it's called repulsive marketing. I use it in some of my content. Like if you saw the Santon City video that I did on TikTok, that was a form of repulsive marketing. I went to an area that I knew a lot of people wanted me to go to because it was a tourist spot, and we all know why. Like we don't have to go into details of why most people want people to go to Santon City. I'm not even going to go into the big details of that. But on top of that, I voiced my personal opinion on why I don't like those places and why I don't go there. And it flooded in a lot of comments of people that, oh, blah, 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 blah. And that was for a reason. Now, the reason why I did it, I was creating an algorithm for the AI on TikTok to understand these are the type of accounts I do not want my content to be pushed to. And you may be like, what you mean by that, Jason? So like everything you do on these social media platforms is actually monitored, guys. Like there's not a human being monitoring nothing you do on social media. It's all going through artificial intelligence. So that artificial intelligence filters things out as it's seeing what you're doing. And as it's seeing you blocking certain types of accounts and things like that, it filters those type of people that mirror those accounts from you. So there's a whole subgroup of people on TikTok that don't even get access to my content, or even on YouTube. And it's because I put in place boundaries with those standards. And by utilizing my block, using repulsive marketing sometimes, it just helps create the content, to curate the content to where I want it to go and who I want it to go to. Now that's a little bit more of advanced marketing, because if you're starting out on content creation, don't do that. Just don't even try to be repulsive. Don't do it. You can push yourself in a lot of trouble, as far as like it can start costing you a year or a couple of years to get to the goal that you want to hit, because you can start attracting the really wrong people. And on top of that discernment, like, let me just say this because this is very important too, from a guy's perspective. I'm gonna just speak from a guy's perspective. You cannot address and you cannot entertain every person that is hitting your inbox. You would be shocked some of the messages I get. People just leaving their phone numbers. Oh, I like you. You're the person for me. They don't know nothing about me, guys. I don't know nothing about them. Like, you have to be careful. Like, if you're going to become a content creator, this is your brand. This is you. Like, literally, if your name become trash, you're trash. And this is what a lot of people don't understand, because even as you're watching this video, like, really think about this. This is a very intimate moment that you're having watching me or speaking to me or listening to me, however you're digesting this information. I may be in your house. I may be in your car. I may be at work with you, at school with you. Like, really think about that, guys. Like, it used to be for someone to get information like this about business, health, relationships, things like that. You had to go to a convention center, a place, or you're not comfortable, a place where it's all neutral energy. Now I'm in your house. I'm in personal, private moments with you. And so, because I understand that, like, people will think that they really know you and that they really have this connection with you. You have to use discernment. You cannot be chasing everything that's coming through your inbox. As soon as you, as soon as you tarnish your name, especially if you're branding it, it's hard to rebrand it, man. I've been doing this content creation for well over 5 years now, and I've seen people with huge accounts and they go down to nothing, and they're not doing content creation anymore because their name became trash. So definitely practice discernment, man. Like, please listen to me on this, because I love seeing content creators. I love seeing people curate different information. See if I can get this light a little better. However, I want to see people be successful with it. Man, that window kept closed right on me. Sorry about that, man. There we go. There we go. And so, like, I want to see people successful at content creation. I want people to understand, like, you don't have to be out here dancing like a fool if you don't want to. You don't have to be out here, and not saying everybody out here dancing like a fool. There's some very good professional dancers. However, let's be real. Like, let's look at some of these videos out here and be honest with each other. Too many people have things of value, and they're just using their body or trying to be funny. And it's like, if you're not a comedian, why are you trying to be funny? If you notice with me, when I'm speaking, when I do my videos, I don't try to be funny. And I don't try to be someone who's not me. So you don't see Jason doing all it. That's not me. That is not my personality type. You will not see me doing that in private. So you're not going to see me doing that for marketing. And so you really want to be you. And like, I want also people to understand, like, you don't have to do these videos out here that's going to get you hurt. Like these videos of, oh, I'm going to act like I'm stealing your phone. I'm going to act like I'm stealing. Let's be real. Like, right now, guys, nobody in the world likes a thief. Nobody. So why would you joke about being a thief? Because I can tell you straight up what I'm going to do. If you try stealing from me, I'm going to put you down. And I'm not going to stop until I feel like you're neutralized enough to where you will not try to steal again. Like, you need to be cautious out here, man. Like, there's no point in there's no point in trying to make a living or be funny and putting yourself in harm. Like, in the world we live in now, you don't have to do it. So why do it? Like, you could be making content around the movies you like, the TV shows you're watching. Hell, what are you doing with your life? Like, anything, man. Like, I just want people to start really understanding, like, this content creation is a key for a lot of people to get where they want to be financially. There's too many people over these last generations funneled into school when they should have been entrepreneurs. That's the problem with the world right now. We're not teaching entrepreneurship anymore. Every country I go to, they say the solution to the problem of unemployment, people need to get better education to get a better job. It doesn't work. If you have to pay for education to get a job, that makes no sense. And your education is going to be more expensive than the job you can get. Now, I'm not knocking the people who have those dreams of being lawyers, doctors, teachers, and nurses and things like that. We need you. However, the people who do not need to be funneled into those systems that are going into financial ruin at a very young age, when they could have just came out here and went into the hustle system and learning entrepreneurship. And when I say hustle, I'm not talking about, bad hustle, drugs, things like that. I'm talking about hustling. You get up every morning, you're out here trying to earn a dollar. You're learning how to earn an extra dollar. That's hustling. And when you really start earning those dollars, you appreciate that because you understand how much hustle you had to do to learn that knowledge and that skill set. And so, like, I really want people to start understanding that, like, there's a whole subgroup of people right now. Let's see where I'll say University of Wits. There's a whole subgroup of people in the University of Wits right now that have no business being there when they should be doing entrepreneurship, working a entry level job at a fast food restaurant, something like that, and using all of their free time to create content and using social media. And I guarantee if they were doing that within 3 to 5 years, they will be making way more money than any of their counterparts that are still in the university or finished university. And that's just proven fact. Like, the numbers don't lie. So, like, I'm going to be fighting for entrepreneurship. I'm going to be anything that I learn, anything that I know, I'm going to be sharing it because I don't want to see more people making this mistake of the only option is to go to school. There's so many options out there, and most of those options outside of school is way better than going to school. At least they were for me. And so I hope you got value from that, man. Hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And look, if you're confused and you're just like, Jason, I don't know where to start, I don't really know how to create content, just shoot me a message or put your email down in the bottom in the comments, and I will end up shooting you a digital PDF where it's going to be just some of the simplest things to create content on. And this is just things that everybody can do. And so just shoot your email in the comments and I will get that out to you. And just remember, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.